Good afternoon, dear viewers. I'm Sadriddinzod Sahobiddin, and this is News Information Program on Tajikistan television. On July 3rd, 2018, the founder of peace and national unity, the leader of the nation, the President of the Republic of Tajikistan, His Excellency Emomali Rahmon, together with the chairman of Dushanbe City, Rustami Emomali, solemnly put into operation and introduced the Children's Park in the area of Ismaili Somoni district of Dushanbe City. The next report has more in details. The construction of the children's parks and the major overhaul of the building of the state institution, Children's and Adolescent Center, in Dushanbe with the purpose of implementing the decree of the government of the Republic of Tajikistan on November 10, 2017, and in accordance with the plan of measures of landscaping, greening parks and squares, and construction of sports grounds in the territories of Dushanbe City were realized by the Directorate for the Construction of Government Facilities of the Executive Office of the President of the Republic of Tajikistan. During the construction, more than 600 people were involved in works. The Children's Park is located on an area of about 3 hectares, where an amphitheater for 500 seats, fountains, squares, sports grounds, a tennis court, a special place for chess game, a cafe, and other facilities are built for festivities, recreation, and participation in sports and cultural events for children. The summer amphitheater, with an area of 680 square meters, has a semicircular shape, and the building of a one-story summer cafe with an area of 350 square meters is designed for 100 seats. The main entrance to the park has a gate with 10 meters height, and fabulous sculptures were built around it. In addition, there are illuminated fountains from both sides of the entrance. The chessboard, which is located in one of the corners of the park, has a quadrangular shape measuring 15.6 meters by 13.2 meters. At the entrance to the building of the Children's and Teenage Center of Dushanbe City, there are 2 pergolas in the form of an arch with colorful lighting. In the northeastern section of the park, it is planned to build a parking lot for 60 cars. Also, 30 modern video cameras are installed to monitor and observe the territory of the park. Similar to these, alleys with an area of 5,200 square meters made of multicolored stone plates were built for walking, and more than 120 benches of various shapes are installed on the territory of the park. Lighting of the park is carried out at the expense of an electrical substation through 30 spotlights and decorative lamps with multicolored illumination. The area of landscaping and greening is 15,000 square meters. More than 950 pieces of various decorative and shady trees imported from abroad have been planted on the territory of the park, including birch, cypress, chestnut, maple, linden, magnolia, juniper, Indian pine, woody plum, pine, thuja, Sylvester pine, catalpa, and spruce. For the entertainment of children, according to the project, 40 fairy tale sculptures such as a turtle, a deer, a goat with curly legs, a wolf, a squirrel, a partridge, a peacock, a bear, a wolf, and a hare from cartoons are installed on the territory of the park. Also, about 115 swings imported from Turkey and Italy, including mobile, jumping, and self-propelled toys, attractions, a wooden house, a railway, a chain bridge, gigs, and special accessories for training classes assembled in the park. The park is located near the state institution, Children and Adolescent Center of Dushanbe City, where from now on children can happily rest and enjoy the conditions created for them in the atmosphere of peace and tranquility of our motherland. It should be noted that during the reconstruction of the park, the Children's and Adolescent Center, consisting of 28 classes, a library, a conference hall, a dance hall, and others, was also renovated under the instruction of the leader of the nation. We can say that thanks to the created conditions for recreation and entertainment, the Children's Park has turned into a fairy tale world. During familiarization with the park improvement works, the The President of the Republic of Tajikistan, His Excellency Emomali Rahmon, highly appreciated such efforts and directed responsible personas to keep the park for a long time to serve the residents of the capital and its guests. Similar to this, on July 3, 2018, the session of the National Development Council under the President of the Republic of Tajikistan was held under the chairmanship of the founder of peace and national unity, the leader of the nation, the President of the Republic of Tajikistan, the Chairman of the National Development Council, His Excellency Emomali Rahmon, in the city residency of the government of the Republic of Tajikistan. The meeting was attended by members of the National Development Council, representatives of the Coordination Council for Development Partners, relevant ministries and agencies, non-governmental organizations, and international institutions. The agenda of the session covered only one issue, the presentation of the national report on the interim results of the implementation of the National Strategy for Development of the Republic of Tajikistan for the period up to 2030 and the medium-term development program of the Republic of Tajikistan for the years of 2016 and 2020 in the margins of the Sustainable Development Goals. The session was opened by the President of the country, the Chairman of the National Development Council, His Excellency Emomali Rahmon, who stressed that the country's main priorities for the long-term development of education, health, employment, ensuring food security and access to quality food, energy independence, break in the communication deadlock, and to transform the country into a transit country, combat corruption, effective management, protection of ecology and management of demographic processes. Improving living standards of the people is the ultimate goal of long-term development of Tajikistan. Within the framework of the agenda of the session, the report of the Minister of Economic Development and Trade of the Republic of Tajikistan, Nematullah Hikmatullahzoda, was heard on the national report on the interim results of the implementation of the National Development Strategy of the Republic of Tajikistan for the period up to 2030 and the midterm program of the Republic of Tajikistan for the years of 2016 and 2020 in the framework of the Sustainable Development Goals. Also, the United Nations Resident Coordinator in Tajikistan, Mrs. Pratibha Mehta, the Chairman of the Coordination Council of Development Partners, the Head of the World Bank Office in Tajikistan, Jan Peter Alters, the European Union Ambassador to Tajikistan, Hidayat Bishchevich, took part in the consideration of the agenda of the session and have recognized the significant progress of the government of the Republic of Tajikistan in the macroeconomic stability and development. The facilitators have given positive results, saying that the sustainable cooperation with development partners will continue to be further strengthened in the process of realization of the strategic goals. The founder of peace and national unity, the leader of the nation, the President of the Republic of Tajikistan, the Chairman of the National Development Council, His Excellency Emomali Rahmon, summed up the session and expressed his gratitude to all development partners for active participation in the realization of strategic goals of Tajikistan. South Sudan's army said on Sunday that at least 16 civilians have been killed and 22 others wounded, including foreign nationals, in the latest ceasefire deal violation. Sudan's People's Liberation Army spokesman told news agencies that rebel forces attacked a government position in southern Liège, northern Liège states in former Unity State on Saturday. Independent sources, however, said both government forces and rebels launched counterattacks on each other's position on Saturday, just hours after the ceasefire went into effect. Millions of South Sudanese civilians have sought refuge in neighboring countries as the conflict raged despite attempts by international players to end it. A road in China's Sichuan province collapsed on Sunday after days of heavy rain. In a video that captured the dramatic collapse, 50 meters of the road slowly sank into the ground, pulling retaining walls and lampposts down with it. The city of Guang'an, where the incident occurred, had endured relentless rain, leading to sporadic rockfalls in the early evening on Sunday. When the rockfalls began, local authorities quickly cordoned off the section and suspended traffic, clearing the area of people. As a result, there were no casualties when a bigger landslide proceeded to cut off the road. Local transportation technicians surveyed the landslide section on Monday to start organizing a clearing plan. It wasn't the first landslide this summer or even this week as the rainy season sweeps across southern China. One person died and 18 others were missing after a boat carrying dozens of Indonesian illegal migrants capsized in the South China Sea off the Malaysian coast, officials said on Monday. The boat with 44 people on board capsized on Sunday night off the southern state of Johor as it headed for Malaysia from the Indonesian island of Batam. Senior Coast Guard officials said a woman was found drowned while another 25 people were rescued by the authorities. There are 18 people left missing. We're still doing the search and rescue, he told AFP. Officials believe that the boat was overloaded and ran into bad weather. A Coast Guard statement said nearly 150 officers from various government agencies with 7 boats and ships as well as a helicopter were searching an area of 150 square nautical miles. 12 boys and their assistant soccer coach have been found alive by rescuers inside a Thai cave complex 9 days after they went missing, Chiang Rai province's governor said on Monday. In video shot by rescuers as the boys were found, flickering torchlight revealed boys clad in shorts and red and blue shirts standing on the ground in an underground cave beside an expanse of water. The boys aged between 11 and 16 went missing with a 25-year-old after soccer practice on June 23rd after they set out to explore the Tham Luang cave complex in a forest park nearby the border with Myanmar. So, dear viewers, this was all the top stories that we covered up to this time. Thanks for watching us. Stay with Tajikistan television. Goodbye.